Hey folks, so in this video I just wanted to talk very quickly about the importance of focusing on the processes rather than the results. So this is off the back of a conversation I've had with a client today. So she had lost 11 pounds and done really well, and I could tell just by talking to her that she was super motivated, like just on top of the world basically, as you'd expect. But I think the danger is when this happens is one of two things. So first of all, we get addicted to that feeling of success and of losing weight, and then what happens is you're always looking for that endorphin rush, that feeling of when you weigh yourself and it comes in low and you're like, yes. And so the first issue is like that you push yourself too hard to try and get that same loss every single time. And just by the nature of progress, like yes, you're going to progress pretty fast at the start, but it's going to start to level out. And what's going to happen to your motivation if when it starts to level out, you start getting demotivated? Oh, I haven't lost 11 pounds this time. I've lost 6 pounds. I've lost 4 pounds. I've only lost 1 pound. And before you know it, those weigh-ins and that mindset of always sort of searching for that loss is it's quite corrosive, and it puts you in a negative mindset eventually, because you're thinking, why am I not achieving the same thing? I'm having to work 10 times harder for half the results or even less, and that's when you're in danger of stopping, right? So the correct mindset, in my opinion, and what we preach here, is always focusing on the processes. So in terms of weigh-ins specifically, I would never recommend that you do anything under 4 weeks at a time. I'd say the sweet spot tends to be 8 weeks. Every 8 weeks, weigh yourself and try and almost detach yourself emotionally from that. Of course, you want to see if you're making progress in the right direction if your goal is to lose weight, but you don't want to be linked to it emotionally too much, because, as I said, you're going to hit that downward spiral at some point. What you need to look at it as is it's information for you to make decisions on, right? So if you're losing weight, great, you're in a calorie surplus, the routine that you're doing at the minute is obviously working. If you're not losing weight, then obviously maybe have you made progress in other areas? Have you lost inches, is the first question I'd ask. But then the second question I'd ask is, okay, well, what can we do to manipulate this routine to get you to the point where you are going to be losing weight again? So just think of it more logically than emotionally would be my advice. And if you can do that successfully, over the long term, you're obviously going to see a sustained motivation level, which is going to get you to where you want to get to, rather than these big highs at the start and then these lows, which can possibly cause you to become demotivated and then stop altogether. If you have any questions about this video or any other questions at all, feel free, folks, to just direct message me below. Cheers.